one who was buried comes up from the grave. One once was human, but a full moon makes him a slave. Siblings infernal by blood or by spell. Formaldehyde and Wolf Tummy presents Drag Us to Hell.
Welcome to Drag Us to Hell, the unholy offspring of the only true year-round local horror shop in Arizona, Terror Trader. I am Franco, aka Wolf Tummy, a part-time artist, full-time label whore. I'm sitting here with my pod twin. We were triplets, but we consumed our third sibling in the womb.
Yes.
Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde, yes, that's me. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
And sitting with us, as always, is he's a man of many hats. He's our engineer, our legal guardian, and co-owner of Terror Trader. It's Jason.
Yep. These intros are getting better.
Yeah, they're creeping along.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Thank you for thank you. So we're gonna just dive right in with some gossip.
Yes.
No, we're gonna talk about Dragula Ep.2, Titans.
Yes.
So let's just dive right in.
Yes.
Go
How
for
did
it.
you? So this challenge, we get told, is now that we're understanding how this season is going, the challenges now for each episode is going to be a revamp from previous seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the Halloween party, which was from season 3.
Mm-hmm.
And now this episode is the Revenge of the Witch, which was is a revamp of the very first Dragula episode ever on season 1 ever.
That's right.
So this is where
Darren came back.
Yes, Darren. Yeah, Darren was a first-time judge on season 1. Come back for again. He's been a judge for at least one episode on every season now. Yeah, and he actually is working now as I think
he's co-producer
now, which is very cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has come back, and we get a stage full of witches.
Yeah, a whole bunch of witches.
What did you think about?
I have thoughts.
Yeah. Do you like witches? Like, is witches your thing?
My thing?
Yeah.
I like witches.
Because I personally have
as
a
long as they're
little bit
into
of
like dark magic. I don't like.
Yes.
I don't like soft ass shit.
We don't like that Anne Frank.
I'm sorry. Can you say soft?
Soft.
I don't like weak witch magic.
Yeah.
Like you need to reach into the netherworld.
Yes, I personally have a huge obsession with witches, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of low key jealous that they got this challenge because I wish I would have gotten this whenever I get called back for it. But it was fun. I like this. I like witches. I've had like a really big fascination with witches ever since I was younger. From like the green pointy nose witch to somebody like what's a modern day witch now? Have we seen in modern day
The witch.
The witch? Oh yeah, I guess the witch. Yeah, like stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Really cool.
Do you guys like that? That's that's a good question. It's popped up. I mean, do you like the traditional, like I said, green, big nose, hat type of witch, or do you like the craft type of witches?
I think there's an appreciation for both of those types, just because I would really love to see like a modern day movie with like the green skin, pointy nose, pointy hatch witch, like from The Wizard of Oz, because I think that's like, I don't know, I think that's just such a statement piece in now like any horror genre or just Halloween in general. Like I really love Halloween when Halloween comes around, like the classic, the sheet ghost, the pumpkin head, and then the pointy hat witch. Like I really like those. But then, I think it's cool to see things like the craft and how it goes to like modern day women and modern day empowerment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just in general, more of that feel towards things.
I'm like into more like the Crucible kind of the puritanical,
the Puritans and stuff
hidden
like that.
witches.
Yeah. Salem. Yes.
Like I dig that shit.
Yeah.
Like I think we talked about that on the other pod. I dig like folklore based witchery.
Yeah.
I'm down. If you give me the witch from Pumpkinhead,
Yes,
that's
was a
fucking
great
solid.
all day
great
long, man.
witch.
Shit not to be fucked with.
No, exactly.
She
Like,
scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, they did
as a
such a
kid.
good job
yeah,
on that witch.
was intense. I
Yeah.
mean, I was like, half the time I'm even like, is she dead? Is she not? Is she alive? I mean, I think she was more undead than anything, but she was freaky as hell. And I mean, like a badass.
They did a good job
witch.
there.
They
That
did
was nice,
really.
yeah.
I just
great.
want to jump on this really quick. So, did you watch the new Hocus Pocus?
I did.
Did
Yeah.
you like it?
You know, I liked it, I think, more for the nostalgia reasons, just because I literally was born into, like, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
So Hocus Pocus has always been one of those movies that not only do I watch, like, year-round, but, like, it feels extra special to watch during October and, like, with my family and stuff, especially, like, my mom and all that.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. You know, it's definitely one of those films that was, like, Disney, you know, like Disney nowadays is just doing stuff for the bank and their coin.
They have a lot of nerve, man.
They really do. I thought it was more fan service than anything. It wasn't a true like sequel, in my opinion, because everything kind of just pushed what we know from the original and the things we loved from the original and just put it in our face and then tried to slap a storyline on top of that and then call it a movie.
Well, I didn't like the twist that all of a sudden the book is not evil.
That
it's
too,
like
and it was
bound
like,
in
what?
human leather, given to her by the devil himself.
And it's
That's
like,
not that
and then,
anymore.
like,
Now some chick gave it to her.
Yeah, now this book is like crying and stuff and shedding a tear for Winifred and stuff. I also didn't like the Winifred and like she started caring about her sisters at the end because it's like we literally watched the first film of her literally saying like sacrificing thyself for thy sisters. Like she's like foolish and stuff because like, you know, she doesn't care about her sisters. She doesn't care about anybody but herself. And I liked the beginning of this movie where she was like, well, we're going to use the Maxima whatever spell. And you already know like, oh, that's obviously going to make her the most powerful. I thought they should have ran with that because I would have kind of liked it if maybe her sisters would have turned on her, in my opinion. I thought that would have been a pretty good storyline. But, you know, I'm not the one behind the storyline in this. But
Disney, dude, by the way, okay, here's the deal. You already know I got cease and desist from those motherfuckers.
You did?
I did, yeah.
What?
I have before. I'll tell you about it off the air.
Shit,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
wild.
But I don't know if you've seen the commercials, but Disney is doing like the Disney toy drive. You have more money than anybody in the world, and you're asking like the public to bring toys.
Yeah. It's actually
what the fuck?
Pretty brilliant move.
Honestly, yeah.
Why is it like Disney's asking you to donate toys?
No, man.
Like you literally
No, man.
make toys,
Yeah.
and you want us to?
No.
Oh my god!
It's like, no, let them just go to Disney World and like let them go into one of your shops and go pick out what they want.
Oh
Do
my
like
god! You're buying anything from those shops is like $400 for a
Oh yeah, you
plushie.
never. Oh my god, that like anything that Disney is such a ripoff. Disneyland,
Right?
You go
Disney's-
there, their tickets are so expensive, and then the food there is so expensive. Then the merchandising is so expensive. It's like
$20 for a
I'm
flat
literally
soda.
Yeah, I'm bankrupt by the end of that trip. Only a day in, and I got 2 more days of this shit. And you think I'm not gonna like eat or like buy stuff from the stores? You're crazy.
If I'm doing that, dude, I want to like pay the extra, but I'm like, someone better pull me around in a rickshaw or some shit.
Yeah.
Like if I'm paying, I'll pay more. If I'm already gonna be like fucked and have to pay so much, they just charge me like $500 more. But don't talk to me, don't look at me,
Right.
And I don't even want to look at a local.
Well, yeah,
like just pull me around.
Exactly. Well, that too, and like you pay so much, and then you still gotta like stand in those shitty lines, like for hours you're standing in those lines and you're just thinking, at least for me, I was regretting every decision I had made before I got onto that line more and more, and I'm like, damn, that sucks.
But we love you, Disney. We're just, you know,
No, we don't.
we hire me.
Well, what did you think? What did you think of Hocus Pocus? Going
Me?
back to it. Yeah.
I didn't really care for it.
You didn't care for it?
Not
No.
really. I mean, I love Hocus Pocus the original, but this
I
one,
love the original.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'll stick with Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, they got so soft. Again, saying soft.
Like I said,
They-
soft ass shit.
Yeah,
I'm not
they,
into
they
it.
got soft.
It's
Did
not
you
my-
see
it's
it,
not my thing.
Jason?
I did not see
Oh,
it
you
yet.
didn't see
No,
it.
I'm
Jason will not be watching Hocus
I'm
Pocus.
not that's a little. I mean, I go a little hardcore. I'm a little more hardcore.
Yeah,
than
yeah,
that,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
and all
As
that
long as
stuff.
it's full of sex and violence.
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
be in. He's
I'm
in.
down 100%.
Nothing
But
wrong with
100%.
G-rated films.
Right.
I don't think I've seen a G-rated film ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, I was like, "Fucking bring it!" Well, you know, back in when I'm old as shit, right? So like, back in the '80s, like PG was a little bit more hardcore than what I'm
Right.
saying. I mean,
Yep.
like Poltergeist was PG, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Right. I still
Dude,
think about
Tourist Trap
that.
was PG.
Yes,
That
yeah.
was?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
PG.
Oh my god.
Fucking
that movie-
crazy,
that
man.
movie-
So
movie's scary.
That's about as close as I get to the G rating, you know.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
But I heard it's nice. I heard it's good.
It's
It's fan service. I mean, it was great seeing them all back together. And I will say, like, the Sanders and sisters, they're a great time to watch on screen.
Yeah.
I just wish we got a little bit more of them and that they were more witchy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just felt so family friendly. And I think that's the way now Disney has turned. Like,
friend of the shop, by the way, Doug. Doug's in it.
oh, yeah. We love them.
We love them.
them.
We love
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
Great in the role. I mean, went right back into being Billy Butcherson,
Same
which
wig.
is one of my same wig. I mean, one of my favorite characters. I'm glad that they they got him back, and I'm glad that like we got more of his lore, because I've always been super interested with like knowing that he was dating like like boyfriend of Winifred and stuff, but then cheated on Sarah, and then we find out that is all false, and that was all just Winifred making because she hated his guts for only one kiss in the graveyard and stuff.
He was
like
a colonist fuckboy or something.
Yeah,
like,
he definitely was. He was a colonist fuckboy, kissing bitches in a graveyard, and then leaves them, and then they get all obsessed. He picked the wrong one. He just got the witch. You know, like
see what happens.
You know, him and Edward Collins could get along very quickly with each other.
So okay, anyways, we went off on a tangent.
We did.
We left the episode, but back to that.
Oh yeah.
So there was essentially they had to eat a bunch of shit that gives you diarrhea.
Yeah.
So they had to consume. They had to basically. They took it was like hot ones for drag queens.
Yeah, it was hot ones for drag.
They were eating
we got chocolate that was spicy.
I've had that chocolate before.
Is it really bad?
It's actually
really.
I don't eat spicy food, dude. That shit is. I've had that chocolate. It's fucking bananas.
I don't know why I've never had that, and I always thought. I at least like went in our family because I am pure Hispanic and we love spicy food in our house. I would have won that challenge from laps. I mean, I would have lapped those bitches. But you know, anytime that we eat something too spicy that my mom makes, she always hands us a bar of chocolate because she's like, "Oh, this helps the sting in your tongue and stuff like that." And then when you tell me that there's now a spicy chocolate, I'm like, "Oh my god, what?"
When I saw that, they were eating like
it was a little piece. It was a little piece.
So they're eating like everything that you see on hot wings or whatever, like all the different. But they have like spoons of the sauce, no meat.
No,
but then they're eating all these different things.
They took like a shot of something, which I'm assuming was probably just like straight hot sauce in a shot glass
with like a little bit of alcohol. I think
probably was like vodka or something.
But when they got to the chocolate, I'm like, ooh.
They had like a cracker of some sort with like some sort of topping on it.
So they were like falling off. They were dropping like flies, right?
Was that the thing? It's like the last one standing.
Last one standing.
Exactly. So it was last one standing.
Wins an advantage.
Wins an advantage of taking one of their competitors' wigs, eliminating a wig or headpiece for the challenge. So basically, whoever is the last man standing or last queen standing, they get to choose anybody who's on the cast that they no longer can use their wig or headpiece. So for a drag queen, that's a big deal because, and at least now with how drag has kind of evolved, I think we rely too much on wigs and headpieces, in my opinion. Which was this is a good fright feat because this does truly put a challenge on whoever is
So
loses.
Ultimately, they were like puking and shit, which is pretty funny. Like,
we got snot coming out.
Like,
we got
eyes
tears.
are just like it looked pretty funny.
It was, and not to like name names, but like
I'll name names.
I'm saying like the Belay Brothers podcast. I'm not gonna name their name. I'm not gonna give them credit.
Oh, I haven't.
They were talking about it, and they said the worst thing. No, you're not missing much. The worst thing that happened after that was the people who had to clean up that mess because they said it doesn't look that bad in the room, but after when you're having to clean that up, I mean, they said that was
it's biohazard.
That was they said that was fucked up. What they put those people through, and I was like, that's your guys' choice. I mean,
well, so then Erica won.
Yes, Erica,
who
wins.
Actually was my pick.
I agree. I was really hoping that Erica would win because, she obviously had just come back from the challenge. And
so Erica was the one, by the way, for the week before where they were like, I mean, I don't know if this was the thought process, but when you're in a group of people and then they're like, we just don't like you, so we want you to go home. That's what it felt like.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that's what they did, but they were like,
no, they wanted her gone.
They were like, we don't like you, so we're just basically picking you because we don't like you.
Yeah.
So,
basically, she's
this
having to go against all of those people. She's literally on
determined.
Her own team. I mean, we have it's everybody on the cast versus Erica at this point because nobody likes her for whatever, God knows what reason. I mean, she hasn't really given us any reason to really dislike her, I guess.
Maybe it's some shit from
it's just everybody from, we have competitors coming from every season, and I think at this point we've all kind of worked with each other in some little capacity. And I mean, I don't think I'm the most liked from any of the seasons, I know, but I can understand why people just don't like each other. But there seems to be such a hostile environment between everybody and Erica. And
that's the thing, though. So it's cool if one or two people don't like me. I'm like, who cares? But when everybody doesn't like you,
yeah.
And you weren't the worst, but it's just you were in the middle. But they're like, okay, well, we just don't like you.
You're
but
just
anyways,
so much shit.
So she ate all the shit, right? So she did it.
Well,
she won.
It was a like fist to fist between her and Abora,
Yeah.
which in last episode we know that her and Abora were in the bottom and they were fighting it out already, being partners, not doing well in the challenge. Now having to go against each. Well,
They were fighting to the end.
Yeah. But did we ever mention that Abora's back?
Oh, Abora's back.
Yeah, Abora's back. I mean,
Person that was
Abora.
eliminated on the first episode, they were like, we like you, and they just decided.
They said
that,
trick or treat, bitch. You
Which
weren't
is-
eliminated.
They're just making
which-
up rules as they go.
They're making up rules, and you know what? I
Yeah.
wonder where that rule was when I got eliminated. Okay, what happened to when they're like, oh, well, we didn't want to send anybody home the first episode, bitch.
Yeah.
What? What? Where was that sympathy card for me? What? Really? I'm so bitter. I'm not. I'm bitter.
Melda, real quick on your season.
Yeah.
If you did not get eliminated that day, or you got brought back,
Yeah.
how far you think you would have went?
I think I would have went pretty far, actually. Yeah, I had a lot of like really great looks, and I mean, personally, when I posted on Instagram and everything, everybody was telling me like, not that I need anybody's approval or anything, but it is nice to see like people were like, "Damn, you would have absolutely killed that that challenge and stuff." But like, I feel like. And it's what the Boulets say, it always just is how the challenges go. We don't know what challenge 1 was going to be. There was some mix up with my look from challenge 1, so I don't feel like that was the best look, and it definitely wasn't my pick to be the very first challenge. So I'm upset that it went how it went, but being a first one out. And I kind of wish that this would have happened with Abora and she didn't get brought back was because I feel like I had a little bit of advantage with everybody after the season because I felt like I got more of traffic my way when it came to people wanting to see my stuff being gone and early out. Because if you don't get to see that person, you're going to actively go after that person and see what they're doing next because I didn't get as much screen time as let's say people like Sigourney or Hoso. You don't see as many people. Yeah, they might have more followers, but I don't think they have as much interactions and stuff with the fans because the fans already know their whole story. They know their arc. They know what they can do. Now, when people come up to me, it's like people are so excited. They're always wanting to know what I'm doing. I feel like I got a little bit more of opportunities after the season because way more people wanted me around and stuff like that. I feel like sometimes going home first isn't the worst thing to happen because it's you just get more attention that way and more people feel bad for you. So, and I always want to be the center of
Milk
attention.
that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So, So, anyways,
Erica wins.
Erica wins. She picks the person that was also in the bottom to say you can't wear a wig, which I thought was a waste. Because
Yeah,
it's like
she picks
you just got
Abora.
eliminated and you made me mad, so I'm picking you again.
Yeah, and it's
waste.
the thing is you don't go. Yeah, exactly what you're saying. You don't choose somebody who was already in the bottom and got eliminated. At this point, Abora has already been eliminated, which means in the Boulets' eyes, she was in a position where she could be eliminated, which means she wasn't doing 100% her top work.
Yeah.
And so I'm and we got to see people who, we literally see Victoria wins last challenge. Why don't you choose somebody who was in the top 3 from last challenge to take their wig and headpiece off?
Yep.
Because somebody like Victoria, somebody who really relies on their wigs and the artistry of a prosthetic or something like that, or her headpiece, that would have been pretty detrimental to somebody in this challenge. Or it's somebody, let's say Astrid.
Yeah.
Astrid this episode had a really cool headpiece and a really cool wig.
Yeah.
If you just imagine eliminated that from her look, she would not have been in the top 3 or
I think
top. So it really was stupid of Erica to just go out of spite of somebody when they're already have a disadvantage of already being in the bottom.
I think one of the things is I don't know what the time limit is on when you pick when you're going to implement that because I'd wait until you're da 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 and I'm it's you. You know what I mean? When you're getting your shit ready.
I'm assuming if it's something to do with the challenge and assuming how fast we film an episode, I'm assuming right there on the dot she had to say who she was going to pick, which adds another layer of suspense and nervousness. I know in my case I'm somebody who needs to really think about my decisions. In this case, in its competition, you don't have any time to think about that.
Yeah, I would just go after whoever's doing good.
Yeah, I would personally I would have went for Victoria. I would have been bitch, lose your wig.
Yeah, it's you.
I want to see you do. Yeah, I want to see you do something.
And I hope you slip.
Right, exactly.
So, anyways, we'll just rush to the end because we have some other shit to talk about.
Yeah, there was just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. So they perform. They have to do these shoes.
Yes.
They all have these individual shoes. It's a thing.
It's not only a performance challenge where they have to lip sync a song, but they also have to showcase.
Oh goddamn that song!
That song, yeah.
It's called. It was literally called Shoes.
It's Shoes. It's an early YouTube song that was done by somebody, and it's just very cheesy.
Sounds horrible.
It's terrible,
dude. All
it's
it
really
is someone
terrible.
going like shoes.
I want to buy some shoes.
And then they go, let's buy some shoes.
Let's buy some shoes. It's literally just somebody like free balling it and just doing to a beat, you know.
And then they go, and I told Melody this. They go, what's the line for $300? Because they're like,
oh, I forget.
These shoes cost $300.
Yeah,
Let's buy some expensive shoes. I'm like, you think that $300 is expensive shoes?
Yeah, no.
But no.
Nice flip-flops.
You better head back to the bodega with that bullshit.
Exactly. It's like, no, it's definitely dated. The song is definitely dated and stuff like that. But you know, I think that it was, as much as I hate the song, it was growing on me after the challenge was going.
It fits.
It fits. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this should have been something more of like, do like a quick drag and then perform this for like a fright feat, because I think this is more campy. But you know, I think with, you know, strangely it fits for the challenge and stuff like that, and it was fun. It definitely was fun. I don't need anything like everything in Dragula to be super intense, dark and stuff as like some of the fans want. And it's just because like at the end of the day we're still drag queens. We still like to have fun. We still have a campy side. This reminds me literally of like something like Killer Clowns-ish, like something like truly horrifying clowns, but it's very campy. The songs are very like peppy and stuff. Like, you know, it's just like it's a good mix, and I think that was what this song was just perfect in my opinion. And great looks too. Great looks. I love everybody's interpretation of the witch. I mean, there was definitely some lows of the lows and highs of the highs, but overall, I mean, I don't think I'm ever disappointed in seeing a stage full of witches from every, you know, it seemed like every genre, every corner of the world, there was different kinds of witches.
I just need to see some shit amped up. Like, I want to see someone set themselves on fire. Like, burn the witch. I want to be...
Like, that would have been great.
That would be fucking baller.
Oh, you lost? Good. Well, here's a stake. Let's tie you up to it.
Exactly.
And, well, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like some serious... I mean, I just want it to... You said... I'm like, I want it darker. I want it... I don't want it to be... You know what I mean? Like... I don't want anyone to get hurt,
but I
don't know. I'm just messed up.
I mean, how hurt? You know,
I mean, it is Dragula. We are hurting
anyway.
each other. I mean, what's hurt? Third degree burns.
Well, I was always told. My wife says, "Beauty is pain," right?
Right, and that's exactly what it is.
Beauty
is
pain.
Oh, and I would know too. Jesus.
So ultimately, what happens is that we've got a top two and a bottom two. The top two are Eva Destruction, who I thought looked great,
amazing.
And then we had another person.
Yes,
I'm just kidding. We had Hoso.
We had Hoso Terracoma.
Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't think that. I mean, I don't know Hoso, but I didn't think that it looked great. I thought it looked okay.
I thought it was a cool look. Again, I'm gonna go with like what I was saying last episode. I think I mentioned this, but like the thing with Hoso is obviously from them being from a different country and stuff. Their inspirations and what they take to create these looks are different than ours, but at the same time, I just did not get it. It looked like the mask that they were wearing looked like a cat. They're furry. There was like a hat. I don't know how much witch it gave me. I know like Swan was saying that it was giving like Final Fantasy witch and everything like that, but even then I don't really see the witch part. Just like I didn't really see pirate. And that's just me being more of like, if I eliminate everything and just had them stand in a line full of different looks, I wouldn't go and say that's a witch.
And
it's like I need them to be a little bit more on the nose, just like what they told Deborah. And that's why I'm kind of like,
who always wears a prosthetic nose,
which is like
go figure.
The critiquing is a little off in my opinion this season, because it's like we have people who are getting brutalized for not being literal enough, and then we have Hoso who is being so abstract that I don't necessarily understand the look, but they're getting praised for that. So I don't really understand.
You know, reality shows, you can kind of get that vibe very quickly on, okay, we're already planning these three people to be at the end. So even if you do good, don't go off script, because it ain't going to be you. In which case, I'm like, oh, I'm going to fucking wreck this shit then. You know what I mean? If we're doing that. I'm going to make it a memorable elimination. I'm going to be like, fuck. I'm not going to say fuck you to the competitors. I'm going to be like, fuck you to the judges.
And you know, but I am glad that we had our winner, which was Eva. Because I think
deservedly
very cool. The look was like classic witch, but yet with such a cool like twist to
Yeah.
it with like her stealing. I don't know if like you follow. I don't know like how much you. I don't know if they post it on Instagram or anything, but on Twitter I know like they had like a huge cage skirt that looked like burnt and stuff, and it was really cool looking. But inside the cage skirt was actually babies, like sitting inside, looking like if they were like trapped inside her dress. And I thought that was really cool because like her whole storyline was like she was this witch that eats babies and skins them and makes the shoes, and then she lifts up her shoes and they're all like fleshy, bloody and stuff.
Meat shoes.
Yeah, meat shoes. I thought that was so cool. And then to see like the all the detail and stuff, I thought they did an amazing job. Like,
Yep.
I mean, literally thought of every little thing and deserving of the win in my opinion.
Then we've got the bottom who are
Yes, we got
Kendra and
Yovsky,
Yovska, the person that said was going to be like that I would probably have sex with.
Yeah, that was questionable. Still wondering why you said that.
I don't know. I told you. I stand by it though.
the
But
NyQuil.
anyways, Yovska goes home.
Yes,
Gets dropped into the ball, the pit.
I don't know how permanent that's going to be because we already know that like Abora comes back. So
I don't think
I'm
see Yovska. Yeah.
I don't think we are either, but you never know with the Boulets and their twists and turns. They could be like, no one's going home. I mean,
It'd be
who
cool if they
knows?
were just like, everyone's going home.
I literally no. Everybody's going
8
home.
people are
Pack
going
your
home,
bags,
and we're
pack
keeping
your
4.
bags. Yeah, I'm. I know you were saying earlier when we were talking about this that we personally, or that you thought that there should have been a double elimination. In my opinion, I have to agree. Kendra and Yovska both didn't perform well at all. Enough for me to been like, I want this one to stay more than the other. I guess it's just. That's just. Up to us, and that's just my viewpoint. I love both of them, and that's not me saying like any sort of hate or anything like that towards them. It is just honest, and it's just me as a viewer saying like I personally think they both should have went home, and I thought that would have been pretty awesome to see both of them in that trap door just get eliminated.
Or it'd be sick as if like it reversed and it just shot him through the roof.
Shot him to the roof. Oh man, that'd be so
Like,
funny.
oh shit.
Oh my god. Or you know what would have been better is they just dropped a house. On
Go
both
to
of them.
heaven.
Yeah, drop a house on both of them.
Goodbye,
I think
my
that would have been
unintended.
better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
House. That's a good idea. I get
Right,
it.
exactly. Yeah,
Like, kind of flip it up.
yeah. I
So
think
anyways,
that would be pretty funny.
episode 2, we out of 1 out of 5, or let's see, out of 5, what would you give it between 1 and 5?
I'm gonna give it a 3.5 ruby slippers.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna give it. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 2 swigs of NyQuil.
Got it. Yep, that's perfect.
So, anyways, we'll move on to the next thing.
Our next.
So
one.
let's do the your thingy. You're talking
Oh
about.
yes. Okay.
What's
Cool.
the- oh,
Yes,
God.
I'm very excited. So I have a classic game that I would like. I like to always do kind
Truth
of
or
as like
dare.
yeah, truth or dare. No. I mean,
Dare every time.
There should be a dare for a lot of us, but this is a little icebreaker that I always like. It kind of gives us a little bit of like an understanding of who we are as people and how fucked our heads are. Because we are gonna do.
I'm going into this blind, dude.
Yes.
boy.
Oh, yes. Completely blind. I did not share anything, but we're gonna do a fuck, marry, kill, and I have 3 special characters that I would like to bring out. And so for our choices tonight, it is fuck, marry, kill, Art the Clown,
Oh boy.
Leatherface,
Oh boy.
and Pinhead. And Jason, you're going to be a part of this too.
Oh,
'cause
wow.
I-
Yeah.
Jason,
You are
you go
joining.
first.
Oh boy. I gotta go first.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, this is going to be. And kind of your explanation as to why for each.
You fucking guys. I thought I was the engineer. Okay. Well, fuck, marry, kill. Pinhead. You said Leatherface and Art the Clown.
Art the
right?
Clown. Yep.
Okay. I guess. Look, I'm gonna go straight up. I gotta kill Art the Clown.
Yes.
He's too.
He's too chaotic.
He's
Yep.
he's gonna wreck shit in my life down the line, right?
Yes.
So he's got to go.
Yes.
You know what? Boy, this is look. Everybody, for the crowd out there, I'm like the only straight guy in the world here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm working with this guy. So bear with me.
Yes.
I will marry. Yep, I will marry Leatherface. He looks like he eats good. You know what I'm saying? Gary?
Yes.
And then you know what?
Heavy chili
Let's
diet.
get freaky. Let's get
Yes.
Pinhead. Right? He's got the leather and.
That's great.
This is probably going to hurt me. Worse is going to hurt him. But hey, that's there you go.
Yeah.
There's my fuck, marry,
That's
kill.
literally perfect because that is mine. But I will describe kind of more of my reasoning.
Are you
for
have the
mine.
same picks?
Yeah, that's
really?
literally my same pick.
How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. So I would kill Art the Clown because me being a Capricorn. I like everything being my way. And Art the Clown does not seem like he gives a fuck about what anybody thinks.
No.
He is way too chaotic.
Yeah.
I could not control him, and I love control over everybody that I know, especially in any other romantic way. So yeah, he's dead. Dead. I cannot stand him. I'm going to marry Leatherface because he is just like such a cuddly. He seems like just like one of those cuddly people. He's close to his family. He's a family guy.
Totally.
And he makes a good dinner. And personally, in your dinner, you're the center of attention, which again, like I said, I like being center of attention.
He's family oriented.
Yeah, very
Very,
family oriented,
yeah.
family man, and he's got that little sweet side to him.
And it's also in a family. I mean, interrupt you though, but but if say there's a ruckus, there's some drama.
Yeah.
Leatherface is going to take care of it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
like,
he's going to protect you.
Exactly.
He's going
There
to
you
have
go.
the obsession with you, and we both like wearing masks.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
And then Pinhead, because I do like some pain with my pleasure, so
So
I
you'd-
will go with that.
You'd have sex with Pinhead.
Yes, of course. Yes, he seems like a lot of fun in the bed.
I'm gonna go.
Such sights to show.
Exactly.
Right. I've seen all those
I
sites.
bet.
So I'm probably gonna say that I would kill Leatherface.
Oh no!
I'm just not. I don't know. That's a lot of baggage. I'm not into like people bringing their families into my relationship. And then also I need someone to be like able to stand up to their brother.
Oh, good point.
You're
know what I
right.
mean?
You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna say that I definitely probably would have to have sex with Art
Oh, boy.
Oh God.
because
oh God.
I'm not. So Jay is
seems
basically
so
transforming
messy.
into Art, right?
Yes.
Right.
And he's married, and their marriage. I'm like, okay, these guys are like, holy shit.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, I'm like, well, it's just like I would be. Yeah, I don't want to marry somebody that's that'd be like a one night stand in bail.
Yeah.
You know what I
okay.
mean? If I make it out alive, and then
Right,
I would
yeah,
marry
you're gonna-
Pinhead because he probably has the best teeth out of the three of them.
Oh, wow.
True.
Dental work is a factor.
So
Okay.
that's all
Yeah,
it is.
and I
Okay.
think that like like leather is kind of like leather isn't 2023.
Yeah.
Like leather sex for me is like
So old school.
that's like so like passe.
And the nice thing
Needle
about
plate, nah.
Pinhead is like they only come around when you call them around. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of see your point there a little bit. So
That's true.
all right,
That's true. That'd be an easy marriage. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
I
open
think-
the
yeah.
box when you want some
I
attention.
just want to be alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Just set that box on your nightstand. And like, good night.
It's gonna be in the lock box, safety deposit box.
Exactly. Exactly.
oh boy, all right.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty fun. But now, kind of just to end this podcast, we're going to go out with more chill. We're just going to ask some viewer questions.
Oh,
Or not
yeah,
viewer,
we've got
but listener questions.
Social
Yeah.
media questions.
Social media questions, which was very hard with you guys because
Yeah.
y'all are some nasties, in my opinion. My
It was,
inbox
dude.
was
it was
flooded with some vulgar messages.
It was.
It was hard to just pick two that were.
It wasn't
somewhat
even
decent.
okay. How can I say this? Except directly, it wasn't even like a question that
No,
could be
it was
answered.
not a question.
This is like
It was
way
just-
over 18 shit.
Yeah.
We are not on Grindr. This is not a Grindr. This is our
I'm not-
podcast, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's like, would you
can't
let me
just-
mutilate your?
Wow.
It's like, can we just skip over the top, bottom, or verse
Yeah.
question? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
now.
or side.
I thought we were
Oh,
over
wow.
this. Yeah, I thought
top,
we were
bottom,
over this.
verse, side, corner.
For reals.
Yeah, like it, so we. Yeah, it was hard. But go ahead and go with your first question.
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure if I saw any of your guys' DMs, I'd just
Dude.
die.
Oh yeah, they are very vulgar. Very, 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 very vulgar.
It's just all like, yeah. I mean, first off, like Jay, he doesn't say this anymore in season 2 on Creepcast.
Yes.
In season 1, he would be like, send your nudes.
Oh.
I've like, dude.
Oh man,
It's fucking out of control.
The
That-
unsolicited nudes I get.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just-
even when you did that in a Creepcast,
Yeah.
you got some sporty ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting. So I can
Yeah.
only imagine. Well,
You don't want to imagine
Yeah, I
because you
don't
want to
wanna
sleep
imagine.
tonight.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're not going to torture you that way.
you did warn me you were going to drag me down. Well, it's
Yeah,
an
we're
age
just
dragging
dragging
down.
you
This
straight
is
down to
barely
hell.
level 1.
Yep, we're
Oh,
only
boy.
on level 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
What's question number 1 on
yes,
your
number
list?
yeah. The first question is from Richard. He is a big fan. I see him all the way. I mean, I've seen him here. I've met him at Terror Traders. He's a great guy. But the first question is, what horror creature would you like to have as a pet?
What horror creature would you like to have as a pet? What's your
Yes.
answer?
Mine's gonna immediately go to, I don't know why, but I always thought the Chatterer dog from Hellraiser
Tight.
Inferno was so dope looking. And I love a mean looking dog. I love that, and I also would love to have an accessory when I go out. And I feel like he'd be a great accessory. Like just have him go out. He could really, really make me look badass.
Yeah.
And protect me. I seem like he'd be
Yeah,
a
hell yeah.
good guard dog. Good guard dog.
He'd rip somebody to pieces.
Oh, yeah.
No, you
Without a
can't
question.
go wrong with that.
Yeah, without question.
Oh,
But he
I'm-
seems like he's got a big heart, and he's the cuddly
True.
type.
True. I'm gonna go. That was a human, right? He's a person. Didn't they make him? Is he a person they made into that?
No, originally, I guess originally they just show him, and he's like on screen for like maybe 5 seconds. But originally, he was supposed to be made from different body parts.
Ah.
Yeah, he was
Very
originally
Frankenstein?
Just, yeah, he was just supposed to be. Yeah, exactly. I guess like his body was supposed to be like a torso of a man, and then his arms were supposed to be like man arms or something
But
like
he's,
that.
like,
And female
running
arms,
around.
but he's running, so it's just like all hands, not like dog paws. But I don't think they ended up going with that full design. I just know that's what originally it was supposed to look like, which was I thought would have looked really dope. But it was supposed to be just a mashup of like human flesh and
Human-
body parts and stuff like that. Yeah.
I could get down with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Algonquin from Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
That's such a
I
good
can't
one.
stand Nelly little dogs.
Yes, you know what? I actually I've been wanting to because I have a little Shih Tzu Pomeranian thing at home that I want to dress up as Algonquin for Halloween, and so that's why we are going to not groom her or anything and get her hair pretty long, so we could do the little mohawk. We could dye it pink, dye her hair or her little tail pink, and just I think she'd be perfect for
The little-
Algonquin.
I'm surprised that you said the creature. And then think about this. All right, I walk into Wolf Tummy's house, and I'm like, damn, that's a pretty dope, fish tank you got. Oh my God, there's the fucking creature
You know what?
swimming
That
in there,
would be
right?
great. That would be great.
That is a flex from
That
hell,
would-
right? It's like
Algonquin can become anything. Though.
Okay, there you
that's
go.
the thing.
True,
It's like
true. Algonquin is a
some,
little
like,
shapeshifter. And
yeah,
that's true. You
it's
could
like-
make him
good
a
point, good
creature.
point.
like go be a you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, right.
He could be a little
Algonquin-
mouse, like he was in it. Then he was what? He was a big bulldog in one of them.
In one of the Elvira comics, can't remember if because she did. There's several Algonquins. Like it was like around the time the movie came out.
Yeah.
and Algonquin turns into a bat with like a little pink mohawk.
little mohawk?
It's like
Oh, I love that.
it like flies
That's
away. It's like
awesome.
so yeah. So I'd go with Algonquin.
Yeah, because you could get a full range of animals that way.
Yeah.
That'd be
point.
awesome.
You have anything? It's a
Oh yeah. What's yours?
it's a designer pet.
Oh, I would do the creature. I'm just going to throw that.
You're
out
gonna go
there.
with the creature?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's-
great, great.
I just wanted to stand there as people with mouths drop when they walk in my house.
That would
like,
be
They're
pretty
just like,
dope. Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. That is a really big.
And
The
that
missing link.
Yeah, that is
Really.
the fucking creature from the Black Lagoon. Yes,
Yeah,
you're
it's-
right.
it's the real-
just like
It's
imagine
the real one.
I just imagine when you said like little fish tank, like every time like in like kindergarten and stuff, when the teacher would have like a classroom pet and it was just like the little fish and stuff. Could you just imagine like us running a classroom with just the creature in a tank? We're like, this is the classroom pet, guys. We need a name for him.
I love it.
That's what my first immediate thought. I don't know why.
That's so
But
wholesome.
fun.
I'm like way
it is.
fucking
That is
worse
so
than that.
awesome.
I'm like I'm thinking the creature. I'm like he's gonna spray his sea monkeys all over my chest.
Oh,
Oh my God.
That's what I
Go
thought.
back to the Shape of Water, please.
All right,
Okay.
so I'll go with my question. I didn't say this person's name. I don't, but
God,
we'll
shameful.
they'll hear it and
that's
they'll know it was a
that's
question.
classic creep
I was
catch.
gonna say, that was
They're
classic.
fine.
Yep.
Let's just call it. Let's just say James.
There you
Let's
go.
say
Yeah.
Saint James.
Saint
St. James. Okay, yeah.
Literally from the Bible, Saint James
Yeah.
is reaching out to us from the past. So it was. If you could pick any two guest judges to be on Dragula, who would you pick? I picked Grace Jones because I fucking love me some Grace Jones,
Yes,
man.
I'm
She's
a
Vamp.
Yeah,
you know?
Vamp. Literally, that
And
is.
I know
like,
a whole bunch of background shit about that movie.
I know
can tell
you do.
off the air,
yeah.
but
Oh yeah. I can
straight
imagine.
from yeah.
They'd be great. Great.
I can't say it on the thing, but I got some good shit. And then the second one I picked is Shirley Manson from Garbage
Yep.
because I
Great
love.
picks.
Yeah, I met her. I immediately wanted to have relations with her.
Yeah.
And she's so like her skin is so translucent you could see her veins like the fucking
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah,
Tom
she fit
Cruise on
right in.
Interview with the Vampire.
Oh yeah. Yeah. 100%.
So those are my picks.
yeah, that was great. I'm gonna do like a little bit of a cop out just because I'm gonna go with like my two favorite people in the world, and personally I get to flex a little bit. My biggest fans, the Saska sisters.
Nice.
I love them. They were the ones who did American Mary. They did I think the other one was Feral. I think was the Infection movie. They're great. They
Do you know who we're talking about?
No.
Oh, you haven't? They're amazing. They are these badass twins.
Yeah.
They are directors and producers for their own movies. Like I
Nice.
said, I don't know if you've ever seen American Mary with Catherine and Isabel.
No.
Amazing, great
Is it?
movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. Which I'll go. This is a little
They
bit.
did See No Evil too.
Oh yeah, See No Evil
Okay.
too. Yeah.
All right.
I forgot about that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
See No Evil too. Yeah, that had Kane Hodder in it, didn't it? Didn't
Yeah,
he play?
I think
yeah,
it
did. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great movie. I love that movie. Had Catherine Isabel in that one too.
Mm-hmm.
They're like super fans of her, which I don't like. I love Catherine Isabel so much. I wish I could date her so bad, or be her. Either one. But yeah, they're my two. They are amazing, just badass chicks. I mean, balls to the wall, awesome. They love drag too, which is cool. And I personally I was going as for my entrance look for my season, was inspired by Mary Mason from American Mary, which was really cool. And they reached out. They sent me the coolest bone saw it's a real bone saw. And they sell those on their Etsy page for like the American Mary movie and stuff, because it's like a replica of what they used in the film and stuff. They signed it. It's so awesome. They sent it to me for free and all that. It's badass. I would love to see them on Dragula.
I mean, they
like,
fit right in.
They do. They
Yeah.
do. They. Oh my god, their looks. They're so cool. I know American Mary. They were like these two like. Well, have you seen that movie?
I think American Mary.
Yeah. What was that accent they were doing? I can't remember it. I don't know. It was Polish.
Wasn't American.
It wasn't American, that's for sure. But they were awesome. They were like these demon twins, and they wanted like to get like all these surgeries to look like a demon, but like have each other's body parts. So they're
Whoa.
switching body parts and stuff with each other, so they could be forever like connected, even after death. They're just badass. Their brains are amazing. I'd love to see them.
That movie came out like. Oh, it's been a while. It's been like 10
2012.
Yeah,
2012.
It's been a minute.
I saw that I saw it when it came out. It was very hard because it's obviously they're from Canada, so that movie wasn't actually allowed to be like distributed into the U.S. and stuff, and it was because I guess it was too vulgar and too, which I didn't think that movie was really that bad. But I guess like the guidelines between Canada and films and stuff like that when it comes to U.S. was
We're not
like,
the
very hard.
paragons of virtue in this country. By
Oh
any
yeah,
means. Give me all the vulgarity.
Yeah, but that movie, great movie. It'll kind of go into my next question that I have.
Oh, what is that?
My next question is a favorite hidden gem horror movie.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Do you want me to go?
you can go. Or
I always
you know
talk
what?
about the same movies,
Yeah,
so-
let me. I'll just like kind of like piggyback off of mine. I would say like American Mary, and then But before I went on that little rant, basically told what it already is. I'll go with my second choice, which is the Poughkeepsie tapes. Have you
Poughkeepsie
seen
tapes.
that?
Yep.
That movie is fucked up, but is so good. I have not watched a movie that made me like genuinely feel so dirty after watching it. I feel like I should
love
not
that
have
feeling.
seen that movie.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling. Like I felt
Really?
so.
Wolf's always
In
like,
certain
oh.
ways, but in this way, in my movies, I mean, I like fucked up shit and I like pretty brutal stuff, but that movie really made me feel like an ick. Like I just. I could not get that movie out of my head. And you know what was worse is I had to watch it a second time right after watching. I remember watching it like super young. I think I was maybe like 16. I mean, that's not super young, but like in my opinion, in my little brain, that was young to me watching that stuff. And like I was so fucked up by it that like I watched it like, I don't know, it was like 2:00 in the morning. Bedroom completely dark, watching on my little phone
The
on
best
some
times.
sketchy website, watching that, and I was so messed up that I had to watch it again, like literally right after. I literally replayed it because I had to watch it again to make sure I literally had watched that. I have never had a movie do that to me before.
Nice.
That was great. That's a great. I remember when I first was on the Creepcast and we were
Yes.
talking about documentaries and stuff. That's how I want my documentaries to feel like those those fake documentaries, not like that. That was pretty close to like the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, yeah.
Those two I think
Yeah.
are like the best of the best found
Found footage.
footage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very scary. I thought it was real
yeah.
too for the longest time.
What? Really?
Well, because there was that like
Yeah.
that rumor, and like I said, that was another one of those movies that was like you couldn't find it anywhere because it was banned in a lot of like states and countries because they thought it was real and because they made it so believable.
Yeah.
I mean, it fooled me.
Yeah, it's good.
It fooled me. But yeah, that's mine.
Mine is Begotten.
No,
like
boy.
I always talk about Begotten,
That
but
fucking movie.
dude, I fucking love it. You know,
It's a great movie.
I love that I can't figure it out. I
Yeah.
know that it's
Yeah, that
supposed to be
movie's-
like the mother of the world. I don't even know. It's like God, and then
Yeah.
like there's like another nature, and then
Yeah.
like Mother Nature's son. I'm assuming. I have no idea what's going on.
That movie was.
They bashed that dude's head in.
Yeah, that was
His
a wild ride.
he gets a heart on. Like I don't even know what's going on,
It
dude.
fucked up, man.
It's just so
it was
bizarre.
The 80s. It was the 80s.
And it's an 80s movie, which
Yeah.
it's like in 1988, 89.
Yeah.
Movies, I don't know, dude. Movies don't.
Yeah.
Nothing. The more fucked up a movie is, as long as it's not like a snuff film, I won't
Right.
watch that. But
Yeah.
if a movie, I don't. I don't even know what happened. My soul died. The only thing that's ever bothered me, where
Yeah.
I felt like, oh, I don't feel, and it's, everybody else is fine with it, is Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Yeah.
Because it's like
yeah.
if you mix
Yeah.
like mental illness with World War II,
Yeah.
references, I was like, oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because my grandma told me a lot of shit about World War II. You know what I mean?
Right,
like
right,
real
right.
life
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, some witchcraft shit too. They told me
Yeah.
that. I think I told you this right about the plate
You told me about
with the
this.
skull on the plate. They put the
Yes.
skull. They found. Okay, first off, they found a fucking human skull next to a fence in a field. Just
yikes.
obviously like the
Right,
You know, the
just-
Nazis killed somebody.
Right.
And they just buried, and then
that's scary.
they took the skull because they want to do like, I guess it was in to do like a skull seance or some shit.
Uh-huh.
It was fun. We had nothing
You know.
else to do today.
Right.
Right.
So they put the skull on a plate and they were like doing some kind of, I don't know what they were doing, some kind of incantation.
Yeah.
And then the plate started to vibrate.
Oh, shit.
And then the fucking plate just blew up and they all took off running and left the
Oh, that's
skull there.
crazy.
I'm like, that's,
People are
yeah,
wild.
dude.
Fuck yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
All day.
So,
No.
yeah, right. So it's like, that was probably like an IKEA plate.
yeah.
Clearly it was cheap.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, that's my pick. Begotten is my pick. It's just I want people to watch it so that they can tell me what they think and
Oh
what
my
they think it's
God.
about, dude.
Yeah. That's your guys' homework for tonight.
Yeah,
is to
because
watch
it's like
Begotten.
burning celluloid
Oh,
and
it's
shit. It's got the
fucked.
cigarette burns on it and
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah.
And how can I get more?
God, I hate you.
Like,
What
so
about
yeah,
you?
that's
Underground? Well,
Yeah.
you know what? This is not really underground. It's Serbian film. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
That was a
God.
joke. I'm just fucking kidding. No, you know what? There's a movie it's out there that I love and that doesn't get a lot of play. Maybe it's because it's British, but Dog Soldiers, man.
I love.
Dog
I
Soldiers.
have not seen this.
Okay,
I'm gonna
it
have to
is.
home and watch
It is
Oh.
one of the best werewolf movies
Hell
ever,
yeah.
man.
Really?
All right, yeah, and I like it because I'm former military, so it has a military aspect into it.
Right.
But the werewolves are fucking amazing,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
And it has the guy that was in, what's the God? He was Alfred in the TV series of Gotham and all that stuff.
Oh,
I can't remember his
my
name.
gosh, I can't remember his name. but I
I'm
know-
horrible with names, but
yeah, I know exactly who you're talking
good
about.
actor, really good actor,
Yes.
right? And and all that. So it was, but it's a definite watch if you guys haven't seen Dog
yeah.
Soldiers.
I'm
It's,
gonna have to watch that.
Yep.
it's a fun one, man. It is definitely besides American Werewolf in London, it's my number 2 werewolf movie. But
Okay, yeah.
it doesn't get a lot of play. People say Helen's good too, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I would say. A quick one. It's not really underground because it's a good movie. It's a build up, but it's
Yeah.
no one really talks about it. So
Okay, yeah, I like
It's
that.
legit. You
Yeah, I'm
should
gonna have
watch
to.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely have to watch.
you have
that.
fun. It's a fun watch.
Yeah?
man.
Okay, great. I'm
Super
gonna.
easy.
I always need another good watch because I feel like I've seen everything recently, so that's gonna be.
It's a good.
that's
Yeah,
gonna be my
it's
homework
solid
Yeah.
werewolf movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
100%.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna have one more, just a little bonus question, and this.
I
is
have
just
one
gonna be
more,
something-
too.
Oh, okay, cool. What did you guys think of Halloween Ends?
Oh boy.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh man.
Um,
Oh man, because
So
My blood pressure's rising. now, sorry.
Yeah,
let it go.
let it go. I seen this question when I asked all these, like, asked the viewers and stuff on Instagram and stuff like that. That was constantly the same question that's going on. So people are dying to know our opinions. And
This
it
one-
definitely needs it.
This one is, and it's got the world split, man. I'm telling you right
Yeah,
now, right?
that's why.
I've had people that are just like, they are diehard. This is the best movie they've ever seen. And I have other people come in, and if you mention it, they'll spit in your face. I mean, it's pretty wild here.
That's how
Terror Trader.
Twitter is about it too. But
It's
I
like
don't know.
the Civil War of horror.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
And look, rightfully so. I mean, if I don't mind, you guys don't mind me jumping
No,
in.
no,
please,
go
jump
right
in.
ahead. Yeah, please.
It's like, look, and once again, I'm the old guy here, right? So I've been invested in Halloween since 1978, since the freaking thing came out. Now, granted,
Yeah.
I was a little kid when it came out. I don't remember.
That's like 45 years or so, like altogether of.
Thanks for reminding
of the
me.
story. Oh my god.
Yeah, but so I mean, you're right. So, and don't get me wrong. There were some really shitty ones in the middle, but that's
right.
You're supposed to have shitty ones in the middle,
right?
Yeah.
You know, and then you're going to say once again, they're going to say, you know, Hollywood, we're going to end this franchise, you know, fucking right now after 40 plus years or whatever, and you're going to end it with Halloween Ends the way they do this. It's what a shit show. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, let Michael go out like Michael should go out, right? Or don't let Michael. You know, you don't have it just because Blumhouse probably lost their contract. This is the last one. Doesn't mean it's fucking over, right? But
no, I definitely don't think it's over.
When you grind Michael into nothing, though, like mincemeat, right? How you gonna come back with that? Because he's not supernatural because he got beat up by.
He's not supernatural.
He got beat up by some kid,
and that's the thing that like confuses me with this film is because like we get Halloween and then we get Halloween Kills, which.
He's beating up fire departments.
He's on the verge of supernatural.
They're implying heavily that he's supernatural.
Saying like, oh, the more he's in that mask, the more stronger and the more like non-human he's getting. And then in this one, he's dying in a sewer drain.
Yeah,
and it's like, what?
He gets beat up by a guy who basically debos him and takes his mask. Right?
Yeah.
That was like
literally.
I was like, I could not believe that.
I was shocked.
I was like, you're gonna let that happen? Okay, and then
this little twink is beating up Michael Myers,
which the guy got beat up by the band earlier, right? And then now he comes in and has this. So I mean, there was things like that got me, and it was about that Corey kid more than anything, right? You know, to a point, but yeah, I didn't like the way that went out like that. I was, you know, I'm on team fuck Blumhouse right now. You know, just because I'm like, you got to give me better than that, man.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for a home run, but maybe just get me on base, right? You know, that was a fucking strikeout, if you ask me.
I was trying. I was hoping that them maybe going a little bit more into the lore of like that the mask is the the entity, not the body, and so I'm hoping. But like they really did just kill that kid.
But he's dead
off,
too.
Like,
so
he's dead because I was hoping that
stabbed himself in the neck. His neck got broke, right?
And his neck got broke. So it's like, and maybe that's because he wasn't wearing the mask. That he just died off because like I'm trying to like process in this a way like how they could make further sequels like a different because from the way the film was going, it was making it look like the mask is the tool, is the entity, is holding the power of everything because this Corey kid just goes absolute berserk on everybody, on those bullies and stuff. And I think that was like that was the badass part when he's just killing them all.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
And you're right. It was when they had the mask. So like it was like a new version of. Have you ever heard a movie called Falling Down? Right? With
oh hell yeah,
you know,
yeah.
with who was that?
Michael
guy?
Douglas.
Michael Douglas, where he just loses his shit and starts beating the fuck out of everybody.
He had a bad day.
Yeah, but it was like that, and it was like, okay, all right,
I can
is
get
rad.
into this.
Yeah,
and it also kind of like gave me a little bit of Season of the Witch vibes because I'm like, ooh, are they going to go back to maybe like because I mean, I bet everybody knows, but like the original Halloween was supposed to be like a, what do you call that? The
anthology?
The anthology, where
anthology
it was different
series?
stories and stuff.
Correct.
And I felt like that was more the vibe I was getting from the first half of this movie. Was like, I think they're going back to like the anthology where like, this is going to be like a short story and stuff like that of like Halloween and then the masks. And I was kind of hoping that they were going to try to tie in maybe like maybe not so much of like this random guy who's making masks and trying to get the powers from these stones and stuff, but like maybe like making something a little bit more interesting when it came to like maybe what made the mask. Is it the town?
Right.
Is it the mask? Is it?
They could have done anything.
Is it anything?
It would have been better what they gave me right
because then at the end, it made it seem like, oh no, we got to grind up his body, not the mask.
Yeah.
And it's like.
Very Frankenstein. The town's pissed off, and they get it.
Burn him in the windmill.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. Once again, I mean, then you know, we can armchair or whatever to quarterback this thing to death, but it's like, I don't know. We deserve better. You know?
We do.
If it was a franchise with just 3 in it, or something, I get it. But this is a fucking franchise like
for it to be
20
for you to slap on the end. Halloween ends.
Yeah.
And then you produce that that's some bullshit.
My thing is, okay, I hated that movie. I'll just say it. Like, this was my. I mean, I don't. If we're gonna qualify this as one of the top, and then we're gonna say what's the worst in the Halloween franchise, like for me, it's not great at all. Rob Zombie's first Halloween is better than this.
I was about to say. Well, I love the Halloween from Rob Zombies. I don't know about you guys, but I love them. I thought they were great. But, you know, I liked Halloween H2O more than I liked this movie. And that movie's fucking stupid.
So bad.
This is garbage.
That is so stupid.
Yeah, this I didn't like. And, you know, I think, and I'd be interested in finding out when they got the green light to make 2 more movies because I felt like we talked about this the other day. I felt like Halloween 2018 seemed to be the Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
And then that movie was a hit, and then they're like,
and then
and we're doing
Halloween
2 more.
Kills.
Yeah. And they should have just left it alone.
They should have.
And then they should have just went anthology right after that.
They should have. I agree too. Yeah, that 100%. Because I thought the very first Halloween from Blumhouse, I thought that was great. I loved it.
I liked it. 2018. Yeah.
And I like the fact that we didn't necessarily see Michael die, but obviously, like, if he did, that would have been completely fine with me.
Yeah,
but like that had a great story. Her family, she's closer to her family. We have 3 generations now that were fighting him and end up defeating him. I thought that was great. I didn't like the fact, like, same with like Halloween Kills. I didn't like that Karen gets killed because I did like the dynamic of having the 3 generations and how that pain that Laurie goes through bleed into every single generation this far. Yeah. And then I thought it would have been a great idea, even with this, to have Karen in it and for her to be a part of that victory of them killing him.
And I thought their dynamic was really funny in the 2018 when she was like, Mom, okay, we talked about this. And she's like drinking. And then when she's like, Karen, get in the house.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, I was into that shit.
I'm surprised. And when we got Halloween Kills, I almost thought at the end, because we didn't necessarily see Karen die. Like, I mean, she was on the floor and her eyes were open, but like we've seen...
we've seen worse.
I mean, we've seen Sidney Prescott get stabbed how many times in the gut? I mean, I think Karen getting sliced in the hands and stuff like that. I mean, anybody could come back.
Right.
And so I was hoping that she'd come back. And I think that was the downfall from Halloween Kills for me.
Yeah.
And then this Halloween Ends was just fucking garbage.
Well, and I mean, when they also made that mentally ill guy jump off the thing.
That was just like so fucked up.
He didn't do anything wrong.
I
mean, he was not like a criminally. I mean, he was just mentally ill, right? He wasn't a criminally insane.
Well, and that kind of goes back to like what I was saying too. Like again, then they were making that storyline where they're like, oh, Michaels is making the town. Like the town at this point is becoming Michael Myers because we're all being like barbarians and we just killed a guy. Like they literally killed a guy. They pushed him off that ledge basically.
Yeah, and they're like
and stuff. And they're like, oh, and it's like again, like you guys had so many different ideas going. Like Michael is this guy, but the town is worse than him at this point because they're killing innocents and they're going like barbaric. They lost all hope and stuff. And then, like I said, then it's like, oh, he's getting stronger with a mask on. So there's like a whole bunch of different roads that they were trying to split this story off to. And
well, they were trying to go in a new direction, but they should have tried forward.
Yeah. Well, another thing I'm having a question with too is like, you guys all like heard too, like, I guess the different endings they were showing.
No.
Like I did hear. There was test endings.
There was 3.
Oh,
there was 3 endings, and
that's the one they went with.
That's the one they went with. So I'm wondering, like, I'm questioning the other 3 because a lot of people were saying like there was a really good ending that they got literally a standing ovation for.
Really,
and then there was a lot that people didn't like, and now I'm wondering. That ending that we got cannot be the standing ovation in the theater.
No way.
There's no way.
They'll probably do a re-release and
that's a Blu-ray deal. It's a money grab.
It's a cash grab.
Check us out.
Well,
fucking Blumhouse.
I'm wondering because I'm like I won't be surprised if we get another Halloween movie coming.
Oh, we are going to get another.
I won't be surprised, and I won't be surprised if maybe that ending was
Death, Taxes, and Halloween
was maybe how
100.
they're going to go in that direction for the next film. That's my only thought because there's no way that ending we got was a standing ovation.
This is one way to really piss off your fan base, though. I think on this, right? You know, I mean, if this is it. This is your contract. I don't know how Blumhouse works, but you know, like this is it. This is the last film. At least go out with a positive, man. Like, you know what? People are fucking stoked about this, and let it live, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you could kill Michael. You know, I'm doing my air quotes. You can see, but you know, just like they kill him in every fucking movie, almost, right? But you know, grinding him up. I mean, I watched his head explode. I don't know how you come back with that if you're not supernatural.
You don't come back from that if you're not supernatural. And the way they're going with that at this point is he's not supernatural.
Yeah, and if Mike or what's not Mike, Corey, whatever the fuck his name is,
Corey.
he comes back as the shape. Well, it's not Michael Myers. I mean, the franchise is Michael
Myers. Yeah.
You know,
and I mean.
Sorry, Corey.
I kind of would. I would love. I mean, I was kind of hoping that maybe Lori would have lost her shit and like went balls to the wall and like she started killing people. Now that would have been a way to like.
If Michael, like as he's getting grinded, grabs her shirt
her in.
and pulls her in,
pulled her in. That would have been great.
Be like, dope.
That would have been great. It would end both of their suffering. To be honest, I mean,
they're just like reduced.
As
to
much as
pate.
she's like, I'm gonna be a new woman and stuff. I'm like, there's no way. Like at this point, you're fucked for the rest of your life. In your head.
There are much better movies for Halloween than Halloween
Begotten.
Begotten. Yeah, exactly.
Begotten, not made. So my second question is we have one more.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
If it is another performance question, so I picked those ones out instead of the sex ones. Although sex for me is a performance. If you had one song to pick for the floor show on Dragula and you had to perform to it, what would it be and why? So I picked Arcade Fire Reflector. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the song.
Yeah. I love it.
But it's in English and French. And David Bowie is on it at the very end.
Yes.
He actually was next door recording and he heard them performing and he was like, hey, can I jump on the song? And they're like, fuck yeah. So he comes in at the end.
Nice.
And then the reason I would do a thing where like I'm covered in like flesh and out of a mirror, but underneath the skin, I would actually have like broken glass as like a whole thing.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I would be pulling pieces of the flesh off and it'd be bloody and I would just be all made out of broken glass.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And at the end I would just pull it off of my crotch and my dick would be broken glass too.
I hate you.
'Cause I'm going full frontal.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So that's what I would do.
I'm getting the ball pit anyway, so this is
I'm definitely I'm definitely gonna fall into that fucking ball pit for sure.
You're really gonna be look like a broken mirror after you're done with
yeah,
that
because
one.
they're gonna be
Holy
like,
shit.
you're a mess.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, yeah, I
get
know.
out of here.
There ain't no glamour in my shit.
Right?
No, it's just gonna be.
Yeah, that's a good. I like that one. Mine is gonna be. I'm gonna be real cheeky, and I'm just because I love it, and I'm gonna do Rob Zombie's Dragula. I think that'd be really fun. I think that's just like super, just like meta and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's just hilarious to do. I think that'd be funny. I don't know what my look would be. I don't know what it would be.
Sherry Moon Zombie.
Yeah. I was going right there.
Yes. Oh my god, that'd be
A really
great.
bad
Especially-
hard front wig.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. Yeah, especially when she's like doing that little Betty Boop number in House of a Thousand Corpses. She's giving major drag queen vibes in that.
What was her name? Baby
Firefly.
Baby Firefly. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to do that actually. You know what? That's another guest. I'll say that's another guest. I would love to see Sherry Moon Zombie and Rob Zombie as a guest.
I mean, he did
Those would be
fucking
great.
Halloween Wars. He can do Dracula.
True. Yeah.
He's probably.
I don't know how.
I don't know if he'd do it because he's probably like, you motherfuckers took my earring.
Yeah, that's true.
But then they'd be like, yeah, well, you took it from a monster, so
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, that's true.
just pass it along. Pass it
Yeah.
along.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah,
Well, I mean, that's it. That's episode 2.
That is.
Yeah. So we're gonna just close out with obviously our Friday Night Fuck Boys.
Our Friday Night Fuck Boys. Yes.
Mine is gonna be Mark Jarvis, who is the wheelchair guy from Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yes. I love.
I love
that.
it was either that or it was going to be like Harry Connick Jr. from Independence Day.
Yep.
But then I had like a whole cockpit or joke, and I'm like, oh god.
I bet you did. Oh,
so I'm just gonna go with the wheelchair guy because I'll throw sex his way easily.
Yep.
It's like wheelchair sex is legit. I don't know if you guys ever had it, but it's fucking.
Oh god.
Still my list. I got
Dude,
I was gonna say-
it's solid.
I'm not in my sugar daddy moment yet, so I still got a few more years before I'm screwing anybody in a wheelchair.
Oh, it's they take you for a ride.
Oh god.
literally.
Oh no. I'm just thinking of what's that guy's name from what's his name from Texas Chainsaw? He's in the
Grandpa?
the wheelchair. No, he's in the wheelchair. No, not Grandpa.
I was like, you
Grandpa's
said sugar daddy. I was like,
What's his name? The brother or Sally's brother? Is that her brother?
Oh,
God, what's his name? Francis?
I can't remember right now.
I can't remember, but when you said wheelchair sex, I'm like, I don't know. For some reason, he just went to my straight mind. I don't know why, because I would never. But
Someone with good
funny.
hair in a football jersey in a wheelchair. Come on.
Yeah. I was like,
I wonder how he got in the wheelchair. Football injury?
Probably.
I think they were really pushing
like
that
spinal.
shit.
Yeah, like spinal injury.
Yeah. He
He shouldn't.
he took it right to the head too.
He really. Yeah, he did. He really did.
Who's your pick?
So mine's going to be J.P. Monroe from Hellraiser, Hell on Earth. Oh man, this guy, man,
This is some gay shit.
It really is. I'm not even gonna say the things, but never mind. The things I want him to do.
Oh, don't say those.
No. But Yeah, I've had a major crush on this dude ever since I seen Hellraiser, Hell on Earth. We get a good sex scene with him where we see full man ass of him and everything for
very important.
A little bit longer than we ever should have, but I was blessed with that. I think about that scene very often, and I'm very mad that YouTube took it out when you buy the movie because
they cut it out.
They cut it out, which is so messed up because let's be honest, that was the best. That's the best part in that movie. Okay, let's just be honest.
He's the club.
He's the club owner. Yeah, he's the club owner. He's the one who actually owns the statue of Pinhead.
Yeah,
which
and everybody knows.
Still don't know.
You got to fuck the club owner.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
They're gonna keep you in. They're gonna keep you in the shows.
Oh man, and the girls.
You
too.
close that deal.
Yeah.
Close
that deal.
I'm learning so much here.
God.
Oh man, but yeah, that's my pick. Like I said, I've had a crush on that guy ever since.
Jason Euler, yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a dream and a nightmare.
Oh my god, he was such an asshole in that movie
too,
which made it even more hotter for me. Because I'm like, oh, I love people who just don't care about me.
Yeah, you're gonna treat me like shit.
Who just treat me like absolute dog shit. I love it. I love it.
So Jason, really quick, we're talking about learning shit. So it'd be funny is like to take Jason and Gina to the Eagle. Like L.A.
Oh yeah,
so it's like a gay bar. It's a leather gay bar.
Yeah,
but you like
that's an experience,
dude. So there was like I took a friend of mine.
Hellraiser, Hell on Earth. Yeah, it's at the Eagle.
It's basically that.
It's the Eagle.
but with a lot more STDs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there was one time I took my friend Victor. I told him he was in L.A. and I'm like, hey, meet us over here. And it was like the meat rack night or whatever.
Oh,
and literally there's just literal meat on hooks or just hanging from the roof.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he's like this little twink. He's just like, what is going on in here?
It is wild in there. Wild.
Shit is crazy.
It is, yeah.
That'd be experience.
Oh,
that'd be
I couldn't even
funny.
imagine.
I would love to see Gina's face.
Oh boy,
Drag us to hell field trip.
Oh,
we're
my
doing
God.
it. We're gonna do a podcast live while we're there.
Yeah,
we're gonna get all mic'd up and everything.
When you guys are talking about your Friday night fuck buddy, I'm sitting there going, I wonder how like episode 22 is going to look.
Oh yeah,
we'll probably have converted to like Anglican and we'll be like trying to save our souls.
Well, the way you're
I'm
going,
fun.
you're going to do the full wolf man by one of these at the end of the day.
God.
So
I'm just, it's
just going to go.
I was going to apologize for my behavior, but I stand by it.
We're not apologizing for nothing.
No,
people are.
If
they get this far, there's no apologizing because they asked for it. They asked for it.
That is true. Yeah,
we're already into what an hour and 7 minutes.
Downward
so
spiral, baby.
Yeah. There's no way that they're getting to this point and we have
Morality,
to apologize
what?
now. They got to apologize.
Yeah, listen,
to us.
if you heard episode 1 and you're back for 2,
right?
You're
exactly.
fine.
You're fine.
We talked about a freaking rank or what is it?
A bukkake dress.
Yeah. The Yeti. The Yeti.
Yep.
We lost everybody at that
that
episode
was-
1. So
woo.
anybody who's here, y'all are the real ones. You're the real ones. You're the real troopers.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you, everybody,
Yes,
for
thank you
listening.
so much. This
If
was so
you're
much fun.
in Arizona, come down to Terror Trader.
Yes.
Once again, it's the only year-round. I mean, there might be some other bullshit, but this is the only year-round horror shop
And we got-
in the state.
Yeah.
And
dude.
great events.
Hell yeah.
Fuck
Is there a new event?
Yeah, we
coming
got.
up?
Look, if you like Krampus, all right,
Oh,
you want
yeah,
to come
Krampus.
sit.
We love
You want to
it.
go sit on Krampus's lap. Come down. Well, let's see here, December 3rd. Here,
Yeah.
Too
we're having our
excited.
next sales from the dark side.
Hell yeah.
It's from noon to 10 p.m. I'm not Krampus ain't doing from noon to 10 p.m. We're out, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of big booty goth chicks who be sitting on his laps and all that stuff. So
And I will be one of them.
Yes. But yeah, and we got 2 appearances with them there. But check the Instagram
Yeah,
or
check
whatever.
Check out the socials.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got to plug that
just
shit.
add
Yes,
Terror
please.
Trader.
Yeah, at Terror Trader.
So
Yes.
here's the deal. You got to follow, obviously, Formaldehyde.
Yes, please.
Please check
Please.
out all the amazing shit going on at Terror Trader on Instagram. And you don't have to follow me. I don't care about that. But
Send nudes.
Send
yeah.
the nudes.
like I said, I don't need followers. I need money. I need success. And that's about it. Thank you very much for listening. If you
Yeah.
stuck with us, and we will see you back on episode 3. Au revoir.